It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital, but luckily for us, we have our heaters cranked all the way up here in the booth at Commanders Field.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Titan defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about two top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Titan football. So first and 10 now from the 30.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun again to Pollard.
Muscles him off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Moore.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Right at the 40. Back to throw. Ward. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw. Ward. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here we go now on first and goal. Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Ward. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Ward. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw is Daniels.
This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though. Hold it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. 6-0 our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Titans 6.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Lockett.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
We'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Ward.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd down and a yard. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Ward. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Here's Daniels.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Daniels looking to throw.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sly on for the extra point.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Ward. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Eluding the pressure right.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
To the air goes Daniels.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Ward throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right.
This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Moore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Ward.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a